at this moment, we're in pretty good shape. The app is visually cleaner and doesn't require any state management or click handlers to transform the user interface. On top of that, we've created components that are reusable, extendable, and more performant over long term, and require less duplication overall. So even though we could do a lot more to clean up this form here, and maybe move these into their own components and clean this up even further, we've done a pretty good job so far. The only thing we haven't done a very good job of yet is the way we're handling some of these colors and things. Presumably, this would be global throughout your app. You'd have this yellow or this pink that you'd maybe reuse in multiple places to get your theme or your style guide on point. The issue here, obviously, is kind of small now. We're only reusing these once, but if we were to expand this app, add additional components, we want to avoid duplication of hex codes. We want to make one change, one place, reference it everywhere else, so that if we have to update the theme, it's not a pain to just go back and update everything. We can do it one place, and we're good. So we can do that with style components using the React Context API, and style components has a built-in component called theme provider, which takes a single prop theme. So we're going to import that real quick from style components. And we're going to wrap our app in the theme provider. And so what we can do is when I add this terminating theme provider here, it's going to yell at us and tell us that the theme is required. So single prop theme is accepted here. Now we obviously don't have this theme, and for sake of time, I did create a theme utilizing all of the same styles we have. It's a simple object. I've assigned different colors here and a font, which we're reusing on the other side. And this can houses any information that you want. It could house a number of variables for reuse, etc. So we'll import import theme from our config. There we go. So now our app is working again. So obviously there's nothing going on here, but because of the way the Context API works, the contents of theme is available to any of these children now. So let's go back to our app wrapper, which we know has this font, system font, and we will replace that with the theme that we have here, which is just font. So we're going to convert this from the style object that we started with to the JSX syntax we expect. It's going to be font. We'll do font family because that's specifically what we have defined. And then from our function, we have props. We have theme from props. So that would be the same as props theme.props.font. I apologize. Props.theme.font. So via props here, we have all of our fonts set up. So if I remove this line altogether and refresh, we'll see we have no discernible fonts. So we're inheriting that. So we can do that everywhere that we have some sort of reusable variable. So I'm going to destructure theme from props and reference theme.yellow we'll go down here and reference theme that black. Theme that blue. There we go. So if I were to go into this theme and change, let's say blue to just the browser blue, you'll see that is that default blue. So we're changing it in one place and conceivably changing it in multiple places. Now the one thing that's sort of problematic is defining default props. It ends up being a little problematic because we don't have access in default props to the theme. This is explicitly set here. So I think in this case, the better option might be to remove this default entirely, get theme out of our destructure theme from props here, and if we have color, use the color, else theme dot, what are we calling this? Theme dot deep red. There we go. So this is more, we're avoiding the use of default props and using just a simple conditional here. And that's pretty simple. Anything that's available, any one of these components that we've created has theme available via theme.props, which again, props available in this arrow function, props.theme, and then we can destructure theme from props and access it directly. So you can have themes